We had a new hire start. She is a social media specialist, and her whole job is to grow us on social media because guess what? A software company has done poorly on its social media. Now, how does this help me learn? And more importantly, how is this going to make a difference in your life? Because if I don't provide you value, then you should go somewhere else. Well, here is how. I had identified in the last podcast, in the last episode, what other people did that was successful. And a big avenue that was not being fully utilized in B2B software, where we service clients, was social media. It was very, very lightly used. And I recognized that there was a whole lot of brands who were using it successfully, but they weren't doing it exactly as you might think. So, here's how this is helpful for you. I was able to identify a channel that I saw opportunity in. I'm not certain that it's going to work, but there's a high likelihood because other businesses like direct to consumer and some other software companies were able to make it work by taking a different approach on it. People don't really like to follow a brand, they like to follow a person, an individual they can connect with. That's what they like to follow. And a software brand is not something that people just love to go follow. It's not that exciting. But you know what is exciting? The people within a company. Now, if you build a brand around them and you grow them as an individual, as a thought leader in the space, then it's much more enticing for somebody else to associate you with that company and then be interested. But it's not you pitching your product over and over and over again. Nobody would care and you would get no reach. It's saying, this is who I am. I'm the VP of marketing. Here's the process I went through to improve our email deliverability. And this is hopefully helpful for you as a business owner. Here it is for free. And people are going to look at that and say, wow, this is pretty good. Well, guess who's a big client that we service for our company at Convirza? It's marketing agencies. More than half of our top 20% of clients are all marketing agencies. If they see that and say, hey, Jonah, VP of marketing at this company, interesting, maybe I'll check them out sometime, provided me value. That's helpful. Maybe they don't take anything, no action that time, but they see it, and maybe a few months later they come across an ad. And a few months later, they hear a friend say, hey, we worked with them and it went well. And all of a sudden, a year later, this person who saw us at one point because of a LinkedIn post that was orchestrated by this new social media specialist ends up becoming a customer and it leads to a great long relationship with great benefit for both parties. That is how it could benefit me, is I'm able to grow my personal brand and learn how I can do that for a company, which is something that's really tough to do. With the benefit of it also grows a personal brand for me as an individual or others in the company. And you can use this in your company to look at, what do we service? Do we sell weight loss products or do we sell a protein powder, a supplement? Well, yes, people like to look at that, but you know what people are also really interested in? The people behind the company. How we went through the process to make a really refined product and how we make it extra clean with as little contaminants as possible so you know you're getting a really good product. And yes, you're talking about the company, but you take it from the angle of a person. Hey, I work here, I'm in the manufacturing day by day, and I really believe in what we're doing, and here's why. That is much more interesting than I'm a company and this is what I do. It's sharing who you are as an individual and how you make a difference for them because you need to provide value to that person. Just like I'm doing my best to do to you because if, hey, I don't provide value to you, then of course this isn't going to grow and you're not going to listen and you shouldn't listen because if this doesn't make a difference for you to change your behavior, for you to learn something, then why are you here? Well, you're here because I love you. And I mean it in the most genuine way possible. I have got the most meaning in my life from relationships and connections with people, and that's why I do this because I hope to provide value to someone else. Let's wrap up this story of the social media specialist. I was able to go through the process of planning out what she's going to do, how she's going to strategize to find the best avenues for us to grow, what she can change and do day to day in her time to take us from where we're at to developing an online organic presence to eventually generating leads and getting interest from this, as well as if people see paid ads or they see us on another channel or partnership, they might come across our social media and it's an additional touch point, it's additional social proof for them to say, hey, this is worth it. And this is why they want to move forward with this company. And even if I don't stay, and realistically I won't, be at Converza my whole career, this is very valuable information that whether I'm in sales or I'm owning a company or I'm running customer success or you're in marketing or you're in product, if you know how to structure an organic following based around value to the consumer, you will always be able to be a rainmaker, a lead generator for your business for the business you work for your own personal brand, because you can provide value to someone else. And as long as you do that, you are in a winning boat.